2, 3. Say hi. When Barack Obama was elected president, we had the honor of receiving Michelle Obama as our First Lady. Michelle Obama has very strong views and is very proactive about making changes to the world that help better everybody and anybody. Let's Move, an organization that was built to encourage children to become healthier, more active, and overall fight off childhood obesity. This is one of Michelle Obama's greatest organizations that she has given to the world. And me being a nutrition major, I have always admired this organization of hers. As she states in this speech, this is a conversation about what our kids eat, how they move, about how they feel, and more importantly, how they feel about themselves. And it's about what all that means, not just for their physical and emotional health, but for the success in school and in life. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Michelle Obama, her speech on the 1-year anniversary of her organization, Let's Move, and how Let's Move has promoted a betterment of society. Let's begin with some background information on Michelle Obama. According to biography.com, Michelle Obama was born January 17th, 1964 in Chicago, Illinois. She grew up on the South Side in a small living situation, often sharing meals with her family. This is what brought her and her brother to expand their education. They learned how to read very young ages, and this is also, they challenged each other to become better and wanted success for themselves when they grew up. Michelle Obama was always in the talented and gifted classes, which is probably why she graduated from Princeton University in 1985, and then shortly after that she graduated from Harvard Law School in 1988. After this, she went and worked for a law firm in Chicago, which is where she met her husband, Barack Obama. She thought that their relationship was inappropriate. However, she got over it and they ended up falling in love and getting married. Becoming the First Lady, she really chose to focus on poverty, education, and healthy living. And this is where she came up with the organization Let's Move. Let's Move was set up by Michelle Obama to prevent the rise in childhood obesity. According to the Let's Move website, letsmove.obamawhitehouse.gov, Let's Move is dedicated to solving the challenges of childhood obesity within a generation, so that children born today will grow up healthier and are able to pursue their dreams. On February 9th, 2011, Michelle Obama gave a speech at the 1-year anniversary of the launching of Let's Move. She addressed the speech to the parents of Alpharetta, Georgia, in hopes to spread the accomplishments of her movement and share the techniques with others. She explains in her speech that a lot of it has to do with parents becoming involved in schools and other or outside of school education, outside of school extracurricular activities, and it's all about parents becoming involved and not really taking no for an answer when they want to get stuff done, get healthier foods into cafeterias, get more physical education involved in schools, because I know that they've been taking those out. She goes into details on how children can eat pizza and like cookies and all this stuff for snacks at school, and how children ride the bus home and then they just go home and sit in front of their TV for hours after school. And this just reminded me of how when I was younger I used to do something very similar. This 1-year anniversary speech showed that over 500 cities have changed their school nutrition system, and by creating healthier options or even by having a garden that children help plant in this process, by having the children help with the garden, they're more motivated to eat what they plant. And so I thought it was funny, she had a reference as to even children would even eat kale, which kale is rather gross to most kids, but because when they plant it, they will want to eat it. 1 year later, and families are encouraging each other to walk places instead of drive, buy healthier foods, which is part of Let's Move's initiative for many grocery stores to choose to sell their healthier foods for cheaper so that poor income families can afford healthier foods and not just cheap junk foods. She states that even children have been interested in learning health facts and eating better, which gives the opportunity to learn about these things, and children should take it. Michelle Obama stated that many places that are part of this organization, this 1 year anniversary speech stood out to me because it showed how well this organization is doing and how we can continue to help it grow. The message behind the Let's Move organization promotes betterment to our society by focusing on an issue that is often dismissed. Childhood obesity is no joke, and between parents, public schools, and the children themselves, it is an unresolved predicament. By Michelle Obama putting this organization into place, it has really made a huge difference. As I said, stores have lowered food prices, making healthier choices more affordable to people who usually would rather choose junk food as the cheaper alternative. School systems have bettered the meals by providing healthier alternatives and use foods with less trans fat, salt, sugar, and preservatives. Schools have also encouraged plenty of other physical activities and given kids plenty of outdoor time to get plenty of exercise. Parents have been made more aware of all of these things and can now also encourage their kids to make the right choices when it comes down to eating a nutritious diet. The goal is for children to eat healthier, be more active, and pass the message on to their children, creating generations of healthier eaters. It all starts with just our generation, this generation. Michelle Obama brings up the past and states, back then our society was structured so that healthy eating and exercise were natural parts of kids' lives. Over the past few decades, our society and its eating habits have changed drastically, creating a counter alternative to her statement. I always remember my parents would always say the same thing about how they always had to go outside and stay outside till dinner after their breakfast, and they weren't allowed to, snack without permission, and when they did, there was very limited amount of food, very healthy options. And now in our generation, kids just grab bags of chips and cookies and consider that their snack. And so Michelle Obama challenges us and our generation to change these habits for the better so that us and our children can live better and healthier and longer lives. This 1 year anniversary speech just proves that 1 year at a time we can make a huge difference.